The biggest gaming event in Europe each year is Gamescom. Normally held in Cologne, Germany, Gamescom attracts the biggest names from around the video game world, meaning there's always a ton of news and facts to learn, and this year, that was no different. I'm Caboose with the Leaderboard, and this is 107 facts about Gamescom 2021. Gamescom is normally held in Cologne each year, but these are not exactly normal times. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Gamescom 2021 was once again a digital-only event, just like last year. The big presentation of the show was Gamescom Opening Night Live, which was hosted by perennial video game host and journalist Jeff Keighley. After only releasing a few ports and remasters in the last console generation, Saints Row is back. The developers at Volition are rebooting the series with a new game that's simply titled Saints Row. Saints Row will take place in the fictional Santa a city inspired by locales in the American Southwest. Previous Saints Row games have taken place in the cities of Stillwater and Steelport. Just like past games, you can create your own character that will adopt the moniker of the Boss as you fight back against other street gangs to take control of Santa Alesso. In other words, expect the same over-the-top gameplay of past Saints Row games. There are a few new features for the series, most prominently the ability to launch illegitimate businesses that hide behind fronts in order to raise money to bolster your gang. As for a release date, it's arriving sooner than you think. You can expect to play Saints Row on February 22nd, 2022, provided there are no delays. Marvel's Midnight Suns was announced as the newest title from XCOM and Civilization developer Firaxis Games. It's a tactical role-playing game where you play as just over a dozen Marvel heroes. Midnight Suns is based on the 90s Marvel Comics storyline Rise of the Midnight Suns. Though it won't be an exact retelling, the story saw the Avengers team up with a number of other supernatural heroes to stop Lilith, the mother of all demons. In addition to fighting alongside Marvel heroes like Blade, Iron Man, and Wolverine, players will create their own hero called the Hunter. They can either be male or female, and players can choose their superpowers from dozens of different abilities. Midnight Suns director is Jake Solomon, who led design on both XCOM and XCOM 2. Solomon has said that though Midnight Suns is a tactics game like XCOM, there are not a lot of similarities in the gameplay between the two. XCOM is all about flanking and using limited resources, while Midnight Suns focuses on head-on attacks and powerful superpowers. Midnight Suns is set to launch on PC, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles in March 2022, once again barring that there are no delays. Call of Duty Vanguard got its first gameplay trailer. The demo showcased the Stalingrad summer level of the campaign, where players control Russian Red Army sniper Polina Petrova. Vanguard has a focus on stealth in addition to classic Call of Duty action. Players can now perform first-person takedowns when sneaking up on enemies. Vanguard also has a new traversal system that opens up new ways to navigate levels. Players can accelerate in order to jump gaps, grab ledges to climb walls, and maneuver their way through tight corridors. There is also a new automatic cover system that keeps players safe when they crouch, and guns can now be blind fired from cover. Whether you call it football or soccer, a new game is set to enter the sports arena. UFL, developed by Strikers Inc., is a free-to-play football game that will launch on all major platforms. Hoping to take on the likes of FIFA, UFL is a football simulation where players are able to create their own football clubs from over 5,000 licensed footballers. More importantly, UFL will feature no pay-to-win elements, with the game's tagline being fair to play. No release date has been announced yet. Halo Infinite got a brand new trailer and, more importantly, a release date, December 8th. Halo Infinite's multiplayer was confirmed to be free-to-play and will launch alongside the campaign on release. However, there is still no word on when the game's co-op campaign will launch, only that it won't be available when the game releases. In other Halo news, a limited edition Halo-themed Xbox Series X console is now available for pre-order and will launch on November 15th. Good luck getting one though. And if that's too pricey for you, a limited edition Halo-themed Xbox controller launches that same day as well. A new story trailer for Far Cry 6 was shown, this time focusing on why the player must fight back against the tyranny of villain Anton Castillo. Played by Giancarlo Esposito, Anton rules the island of Yada with an iron fist, all while guiding his son Diego to take over in due time. Sony didn't have a big presence at Gamescom, but it did have one noteworthy announcement. Horizon Forbidden West releases on February 18th, 2022. Meanwhile, Horizon Zero Dawn received an enhanced PS5 performance patch that went live during its sequel's release date announcement. Horizon's heroine, Aloy, was also revealed to be joining Genshin Impact as a free new playable character. A new game in Bandai Namco's Tales series was revealed called Tales of Luminara. All we know about it is that it will be an action RPG developed with mobile devices in mind. And in other Tales news, Tales of Arise got a new playable demo in advance of its release on September 10th. Fall Guys is getting a new Jungle Book themed DLC, which was revealed in a short new trailer. Cult of the Lamb, a roguelike from Devolver, got its debut. Though no release date was announced, it follows a lamb who uses magic and other demonic powers to rescue other cute animals from evil executioners. Sign me up, please. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge revealed that in addition to the Turtles, reporter April O'Neil will be a playable character when it launches later this year. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania will feature Persona 5's Morgana as a playable character, even though they aren't a monkey. Splitgate, which relaunched a month before Gamescom, announced that Season 0 was launching with a new trailer, as well as that the game would remain in beta for the foreseeable future. In other free-to-play news, Dragon Battler Century Age of Ashes is launching on November 18th. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga got a new trailer that showcased how the game will cover all 9 films in the main Star Wars franchise. What's more, it has a release range of spring 2022, fingers crossed it meets that range this time. The Outlast Trials got a new trailer showcasing its gameplay for the first time, along with a tentative release window of 2022. Yeah, it's a pretty big window. Unlike past Outlast games, the Outlast Trials shows that players will be able to fight back against the monsters chasing them. How that dynamic impacts Outlast horror remains to be seen. The Outlast Trials also features 4-player co-op, which will be the first time multiplayer appears in the series. Perfect Worlds unveiled its new open-world action-adventure game Dokev on opening night, which is... It's a lot to look at, honestly. Dokev was originally announced in 2019 and was meant to be an MMO. 2 years of development have shifted focus, however. Dokev is developed by Pearl Abyss, who is the developer behind the popular Black Desert Online MMORPG. Dokev's gameplay loop is unknown at the moment, but the game incorporates elements from Pokemon, Monster Hunter, and other open-world action-adventure games. Players can travel around Dokev's world by rollerblading, skateboarding, driving, piloting a boat, and floating through the air with an umbrella. No release date for Dokev has been announced yet, but if you're looking for the name of the song playing in Dokev's trailer, we got you. It's called Rockstar and is performed by Galactica and Luna. A new trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 2 confirmed that the game is set to release on November 9th. The game lets you construct your own dinosaur park, and the sequel features new dinosaurs. An entirely different trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 2 showcased Jeff Goldblum, who played Dr. Ian Malcolm in the Jurassic Park series. Jeff Goldblum is most scared of the Ichthyosaurus, I had to Google how to pronounce that, which he compared to a barracuda that he encountered recently that he found terrifying. Blood Hunt is an upcoming battle royale game where you play as vampires fighting each other for survival in Prague. It goes into early access on September 7th. Blood Hunt is based on the tabletop game Vampire the Masquerade, which is similar to our world except vampires exist and keep themselves hidden from humans. One playable clan is the Toreador, who are beautiful vampires who can enthrall humans. Hiding from humans, known as Upholding the Masquerade, will be a mechanic in Blood Hunt's gameplay. We'll find out more when early access begins. A new theme park management game called Park Beyond was unveiled at Gamescom. It's developed by Limbic Entertainment and produced by Bandai Namco. Park Beyond will allow players to create impossible rides that defy the laws of physics, like rocket-powered roller coasters, multi-tiered Ferris wheels, and plenty of other crazy contraptions. Park Beyond is planned to launch on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X sometime in 2022. Jet the Far Shore is a new exploration game where you travel across an ocean planet in what is described as a cinematic adventure. Jet is co-developed by Super Brothers, a studio most famous for working on the hit indie game Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP. Amazon's MMO New World got a new trailer ahead of its launch on September 28th. It's the first major release from Amazon's game division and will focus on the colonization of an America-like continent in a fantasy world. New World's open beta will run from September 9th to September 12th. Canadian musician deadmau5 is getting into game development with Oberhasli. I hope I'm saying that right. It's an interactive music and entertainment experience that will come to the game Core. Launching on October 14th, Oberhasli is the latest project coming to Core, which is a free-to-play game creation system that is similar to Dreams or Roblox. Ubisoft showed a new trailer for Riders Republic, its upcoming massive multiplayer sports game. A beta was announced, which has since ended, ahead of the game's October 20 28th release. Riders Republic was originally meant to launch back in February, but it was delayed twice to its current launch date. A Jeff Keighley hosted event wouldn't be complete without an appearance from Hideo Kojima, who showcased new features coming to Death Stranding's Director's Cut, which releases on September 24th. The Director's Cut now features a jetpack, which can be used to safely jump down otherwise fatal heights. A new boss fight feature has been added to Sam's room, where he can challenge previously fought bosses. You can compete against other players via ranked leaderboards to see who can topple each boss the fastest. And there's a brand new racing mode, where you can race cars across different tracks in a time attack mode against other players from around the world. Microsoft held its own presentation just before Gamescom officially kicked off, and it revealed that Xbox Cloud Gaming will be coming to all Xbox platforms this holiday season, allowing you to play new games without any download required, provided you have a good internet connection. Forza Horizon 5 got 2 new trailers, the first revealing the game's 2 cover cars, the Mercedes-AMG 1 and the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands. The second trailer showcased the initial drive every player will experience in Forza Horizon 5. This prominently featured cars jumping out of a plane into an active volcano. Forza Horizon 5 showcased the dust storms that players can experience while driving through Mexico, a new type of weather for the series that is powerful enough to heavily obscure your vision. Xbox announced that 10 new games from Humble Games will launch on day 1 on Xbox Game Pass. This includes games like Chinatown Detective Agency, Midnight Flight Express, and Flynn, Son of Crimson. New first-person roguelite Into the Pit is another Humble Games title. This one's a cosmic horror shooter that sees you descend into a cursed village to save people and grow your mystical powers. Sea of Thieves got a Borderlands crossover event where players can compete in an in-game quest to acquire a special Borderlands-themed ship. Age of Empires 4 didn't show any new gameplay footage, but did showcase how awesome trebuchets are with some real-life footage. It was worth it for the memes. Wasteland 3 is getting new DLC called the Cult of Holy Detonation. The expansion lets players dive into the Cheyenne Mountain Complex to fight against an apocalyptic new cult. It launches on October 5th. The makers of SteamWorld showed off a new gameplay trailer for the new action-adventure game called The Gunk. Set for release in December, you play as a pair of space explorers struggling to survive on a planet covered in gunk. Stray Blade is a new action RPG from Point Blank Games. The reveal trailer focused heavily on sword-based action, though in this game you'll be traveling alongside a companion searching for lore in a forgotten land. State of Decay 2's Homecoming DLC got a new trailer ahead of the September 1st release, focusing on a new map, new bosses, and new weapons to make use of as you fight through zombie hordes. We knew Crusader Kings 3 was in development for the Xbox, and we got another trailer to confirm that it is still in development. The strategy game was arguably one of the best games of 2020, and this port is hotly anticipated. If you like Microsoft Flight Simulator, congratulations, there was a ton of news for you to sink your teeth into. The biggest update to the game that's coming is a world update focused on Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. The update launched on September 7th, and it features new graphical improvements for those countries, as well as new challenges and flights that players can undertake. A new series of updates called Local Legends is also in development for the Flight Simulator. These focus on aircraft that are famous in each region that gets a world update. The first plane will be the Junker Ju-52, a German aircraft from 1930 that launches on September 9th. Microsoft will also be adding helicopters to Microsoft Flight Simulator soon. The first batch will be Volocopters, which are futuristic helicopters designed to be electric air taxis for cities in the future. These will make their in-game debut sometime in November. Flight Sim players can look into racing against their friends in-game, as the developer has partnered with Reno Air Races to add competitive multiplayer into the game. This expansion pack will come out in the fall. Bungie revealed the next expansion for Destiny 2 called The Witch Queen. It focuses on the eponymous character as she begins to launch an invasion in the worlds of Destiny. The Witch Queen expansion will add weapon crafting into the game for the first time ever. You can attach your own perks, mods, and color shades to a weapon that you make, in addition to leveling it up over time. Longtime Destiny fans like myself will be happy to know that the Gjallarhorn will be returning to Destiny 2. It's an exotic rocket launcher that was one of the most popular weapons in the original Destiny until it got nerfed. It has not appeared in Destiny 2 until now. The Witch Queen expansion is set to launch on February 22nd, 2022. Dying Light 2 Stay Human gameplay was shown off during Gamescom, launching on December 7th. The game will be set 20 years after the events of the original. Dying Light 2 will feature a new fighting style that is focus on rebounding off of characters and objects in order to create faster-paced, more intense combat. And though the original Dying Light was known for its parkour system, the sequel has a bigger focus on verticality. For example, the skyscrapers in Dying Light 2 are much bigger and have more traversal options than its predecessor. Elsewhere, the Future Games show was hosted by two of the stars of Resident Evil Village, Aaron LaPlante, who played the Duke, and Maggie Robertson, who played Lady Dimitrescu. The Gamescom Awards are a series of awards chosen by an international jury that assesses each submitted game on a series of criteria, including gameplay, graphics, and sales prospects. In order to be nominated, officially partnered developers and publishers must submit a gameplay video that is at least 10 minutes long in order for the jury to consider it. This year, there were over 50 officially recognized partners at Gamescom, ranging from larger companies like Sony and Microsoft to smaller ones like 505 Games. The categories for the Gamescom Awards range from topics such as Best Action Adventure Game and Best Sports Game to categories such as Best Announcement and Best Lineup. Audience members can vote on only two awards, Best Streamer and Most Wanted Game. The biggest winner at Gamescom 2021 was Elden Ring, a game that didn't actually present anything to the public, but because it released at least 10 minutes of footage to the judges, it was eligible. It won 5 awards, including the Best Overall Award as well as the Most Wanted Game Award. Though most categories had 3 finalists, the Best Nintendo Switch Game Award only had 2, Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Just Dance 2022. Notably, Nintendo was not a featured partner of Gamescom 2021 and was easily the most notable absence from the event. Google Stadia was also absent as no new games for the cloud gaming service were announced at the event. Only games that had previously been announced for Stadia, like Ubisoft's Riders Republic, were featured. Gamescom 2022 was announced to take place from August 24th to August 28th next year, and provided that the impact of COVID-19's pandemic lessens, it will also mark Gamescom's return to the public event in Cologne. And there you have it. That's all 107 facts about Gamescom 2021. What was your favorite reveal? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Leaderboard for more content like this. I've been Caboose, and we'll see you next time.